when he's not punching the shit out of his brother. Liam Gallagher is releasing solo albums. Today on Indie Miners, we look at Come On You Know. Hello and welcome to this week's Indie Miners. I'm your host Al, and in Melbourne we have BJ. G'day BJ, how are you?
G'day mate, how are we doing?
Yeah, good mate. Looking forward to this one. Liam Gallagher, the other half of the Oasis boys, with his new album, Come On You Know. I'm going to throw it over to you, mate, to give us a bit of a rundown.
Thanks, mate. So Liam Gallagher's Come On You Know is Liam's third album as a solo artist. So he's had a couple of albums as his solo vehicle, BDI, and of course there was Oasis. So this album comes in at 52 minutes. It is a collaborative effort with, in particular, Dave Grohl, where he wrote the lead single off the album, Everything's Electric. And in terms of an album, in terms of what the data is saying to us initially, is that it is very much similar to a lot of the albums and outputs that Oasis and the Gallaghers in particular have put out. Interestingly enough, there is a higher danceability, lower energy vibe to this album compared to other previous albums, but that is actually very common with a lot of rock albums that are out there. The other interesting thing too is that in terms of similar albums with the combined Gallagher effort, this particular album is, closely connected to Liam's previous efforts in the last 10 years. Also Noel's efforts actually too, but there isn't as much, or is less of an Oasis vibe, in terms of what the output is suggesting compared to this particular album. So this album will be interesting to look at in terms of what the data has suggested. There is very much traits of a lot of Oasis and a lot of what the Gallaghers have put out. I'm wondering what you've thought about the album, just with regards to your initial take.
Yeah, look, I've had a couple of listens, and look, one could say that it kind of goes through the motions in terms of a Liam Gallagher album, but I actually really quite liked it. I did have a bit of a laugh when I saw the data, and similar artists include Liam Gallagher himself. I thought he's got someone on the inside kind of tampering with the Spotify algorithms, but there's a couple of songs towards the end that I think are absolute crackers, but I don't think he's going to win any Pulitzers for lyrics in this album. When you've got a lyric which is a bit of a laugh, such as "Sick of acting like I'm tough, come on baby, give us a hug," from the song Come On You Know. I don't think he's going to trouble the prize winners there, but I think in general it's a pretty good listen.
Yeah, it is. I mean, definitely he's no poet. He isn't too bad, and in fact I've had a lot more respect actually listening to this album. What I probably previously did of Liam, I think he is quite talented. But just to echo that, a couple of songs I noted, More Power, which is the first track of the album, but also Come On You Know. Yep. The very interesting songs. I think he really went well with particularly the first track with the choir and the use of that. Brilliant. But it is very good. And also Come On You Know, especially with the outro section with a lot of the atmospheric sounds. But in terms of the lyrics itself, yeah, I think he's got, ways in which he does things. It obviously works for him. Al, this brings us to the album's top 3 tracks that we had thought of. Al, do you want to take us through where we landed on that?
Yeah, I actually really struggled. I mean, the singles are brilliant. I actually gave More Power number 3. That was a toss-up. And the song The Joker towards the end nearly got the number 3 Guernsey, which is a real cracker of a song. Coming in at number 2, I gave it the collaboration with Dave Grohl and Liam Gallagher, Everything Electric, which is Liam Gallagher's highest entering song into the charts, coming in at number 18 in the UK charts. But number 1 for me is the other single, Better Days. And it seems like all artists in the UK who have released a song, Better Days, have done pretty well. The Robbie Williams type kind of characters. So Better Days for me, number 1. Beach, what about yourself? What are your comments there?
That was about right. Better Days is very much a dirty pop song. I didn't mind it. It was pretty good. I think there's probably Come On You Know. I did actually quite enjoy. Aside from some of the lyrics that he'd come up with, but I also liked More Power. That was up there with some of the better ones that I've heard the Gallaghers and Oasis come out with. Okay, so in terms of the rating, Al, out of 5 stars, I'd be very interested to hear what you've come up with this one. What did you end up landing on there?
Yeah, look, I've given it 3.5, and look, it could have actually got closer to 4, to be honest. I think it's going to be a real crowd pleaser, and I think Liam's going to be able to choose a lot of these songs to play and reinvent live, and I'd be really keen to see what they look like next week at Nebworth when he plays there for the first time in 26 years. So it's a solid 3.5 from me, possibly a 4. What about yourself, BJ?
I'm going to go with the same, 3.5 for me. Look, I really enjoyed the album. As I said, I have a lot more respect for Liam as an artist. I think that he's probably been cast aside a little bit in comparison with his brother Noel. I'm very much looking forward to hopefully one day Oasis getting back and the boys patching things up. So 3.5 stars for me. So that is Come On You Know by Liam Gallagher. That wraps up another episode of Indie Miners. Please look to subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, and let us know if there's an album you would like us to look at. So until next time, bye for now, and thank you for watching.